Georgia, South Carolina, big game, SEC. Two quarterbacks in Georgia. Coach, you brought this up earlier. Does the Austin Peay, is that a litmus test for anything? Is the Coastal Carolina, does that show us anything about the future? But, Mark, what's your take on Georgia at South Carolina?
Well, Georgia's going to beat South Carolina. Will Muschamp's done a terrific job at South Carolina, particularly the second half of the season last year. But Georgia's going to win this game 31-20, and this is the reason why. Their quarterback play. Yes, they do have two quarterbacks, but remember last year, Jake Fromm came off the bench, led Georgia to a national championship game. He's got experience, even though he's a young quarterback, but he knows how to play in big games and get the job done. And if you look at Georgia's defense under Kirby Smart, no matter who's playing defense, they're always going to be stout because he's a terrific defensive mind. I still like Georgia in this game to beat South Carolina, your old Gamecocks coach, 31-20.
I coach in this football game. I'm going to tell you, Mark, Georgia and South Carolina is going to be a close football game each and every year. Doesn't matter what your records are. Doesn't matter what the prognostication is. I really want to pick South Carolina, but I can't because I have Georgia in the Final Four. That wouldn't be very, very smart. But I'll tell you what I really like about Georgia. You know, they have much talent coming back. They're a very good football team. You mentioned Jake Fromm. But I want to tell you, Mark, in the spring game, I saw a young man by the name of Justin Fields. He was the #1 recruited quarterback in the country last year. He is special. He completed 7 out of 8 passes, 1 touchdown. Now, granted, Jake Fromm completed 12 out of 16. But in this, Justin Fields ran 3 times, I think, for 33 yards. So I think if they play both of them before this year's over, I think Justin Fields will be the quarterback. And that's nothing against Jake Fromm. You know, 2 years ago, they had a freshman quarterback at Georgia by the name of Easton. His father played for him at the University of Notre Dame. Then he got injured, and in comes Jake Fromm. He ends up playing all year. Now they have another freshman I think is really special. It could be hard to keep him on the bench.
Well, Coach, there's a lot of good quarterbacks down there. Jake Bentley, as we said, is something else coming up. And more importantly, Columbia. You know Columbia well, Coach. That is not an easy place to play nowadays. So we're going to look at the...
It isn't, particularly when you have to play Georgia. I tell you that.
That is right.